had zero luck getting my tires checked in Colorado, so I'll try Wyoming, see if I do any better.
There ain't nobody gonna do it for you. Got to find your own.
It's nice to see a change of landscape, although it's reminding me that I'm not really looking forward to going back to the desert. But it's only September. I have time. Oh my gosh, you see the buffalo on the hill? Getting close to Wyoming. Cool.
Welcome to Wyoming.
Ooh, a new state. Welcome to Wyoming. Haha. There's a boondocking spot not too far from here that I'm just going to go to. I'm tired. I'm 9 miles from Cheyenne. Ooh, cheap gas. Huh, Sadie girl?
Attention, loves customers. Face coverings are required in this facility. The CDC recommends the use of face coverings to protect yourself and others during these challenging times. We appreciate your understanding and respect for our team members and other customers. Thank you for choosing gloves.
I found this on freecampsites.net. It's called Vidavoo, and it's known for its rock formations. It's famous for climbing.
Continue on Vidavoo Glen Road for 1.5 miles.
There is a campground here, but freecampsites.net says just to go past the campground for free camping in the National Forest. And I'm just 27 miles from Cheyenne. This is looking good. It's pretty. Awesome. This looks like it's going to be beautiful. I like the rocks. It reminds me of Alabama hills in California and a million other places. Can't wait to see how much open space there is for boondocking. Wow. This is going to be really cool. And I just checked the weather in Laramie, which is only like 15 miles away, and it's only going to be like 80 today. So I'm high up, so I'm happy about that. Yay! Oh yeah, that looks like a campground. Oh, it is. Okay, so I'll go down the I'll go down this dirt road and see what I can find. Okay, so I just passed a sign that said parking and camping only in designated areas for the next mile, and it's pretty crowded here. And my favorite, washboard roads, and they're bad. Designated dispersed camping, camp within 50 feet of site marker. Oh, interesting. I probably should have got out and read that. So that looks like it might be a campsite. I should have stopped and read the sign. Oh, well, that's a nice spot with the A-frame, or the little A-frame potty thing, but there's somebody there. And it looks like a lot of these are like they're not occupied, which really sucks. Oh boy. That might even be abandoned. Yeah, I just need to relax. Go slow. We'll find something. We always do. This road sucks. Back to the washboard. I think my cell signal's pretty good here. It still says camping only in designated areas, which I did not expect. I don't remember reading that on freecampsites.net. Ooh, there's a road that goes down, and there's people down there. Wow, this might be hard. I thought I remember it saying on free campsites that there was a ton of space out here. So far it's all been taken, although I'm not that far out. Remember, I always say you have to go past the crowds, and I will find an amazing spot. Okay, this might be something up here on the left. Please, 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 please. You know, it wouldn't be bad at all if this road wasn't so bad. Is that a spot? I think it is. This is, oh, I think it is. All right. I'm gonna get out and look. Ooh. Oh. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh my God. Okay, well, I have some big rocks to go over. That's not a big deal. That shouldn't be a big deal. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Okay, so Sadie and I have walked probably about a half mile from camp, and every spot from my camp is taken, and kind of had a feeling, so that's why I wanted to grab the spot I got while I had a chance. There's a really nice spot up here with a bunch of tents in it that's nice and flat. My spot's quite off level on the stair side because I like my door and my stairs not facing the road. So a little bit of a big step. I keep meaning to buy a step stool and I forgot. But I didn't stop and read the sign. Maybe I'll walk out there one of these days. But here's another one that really looks like they're living here. So I don't know. Maybe Wyoming doesn't really have limits. I mean, this is really, really set up right here. Okay, I don't know if you can see, there's a solar light on the post up there. They've got a clothesline, which isn't that unusual. I do a clothesline. Come on, Sadie. What do you see? Come on. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. She's been so good. But they look like they've been here a while. Love the clothesline. See, they even have a little home where you park it, like address thing. And it's very possible they're weekenders. They just come out on the weekend. I don't know. That looks pretty lived in. Who knows? Maybe they just don't enforce it out here, especially this year during COVID. It's been a long day. I think I'm going to have breakfast for dinner. I'm going to make a tofu scramble. One of my favorite things, and it's super easy and super fast to make. And this is my new favorite. I don't usually like fake meat, but I am addicted to Beyond sausage. It is both the links, the Italian sausage, and the breakfast sausage are so good. Smells so good. I wish you could smell it. Take a deep breath. And the sausage, it smells like real sausage. It is so good. Gotta have my greens. So I'll throw in some spinach. Hard to chop with one hand. And I usually use firm tofu, but I saw a recipe for silken, so I'm going to try silken tofu this time. I usually make my tofu scramble with a little bit of liquid aminos or tamari, but I'm going to try it without it this time. I get sick of tamari and soy sauce. So a little turmeric just for color, some sea salt. I have black lava sea salt. Turn the heat up a little bit just to burn off some of the liquid in the tofu. Smells good. And it's hard for me to find vegan gluten-free bread, but I think this is vegan. Make some toast. So the liquid is cooking off. It's starting to look really good, huh? Scrambled eggs. Oh yeah, scrambled tofu. The first time I've ever made it with silken tofu. My toast. My vegan butter. There we go. Tofu scramble. Big dinner for a big day. I'm looking forward to digging in. What you doing there, little girl? She has been running like all day. Had a nice little rain. Pretty hard rain. Had a couple passing clouds all day. It's been kind of cloudy with a few threatening, but we just had a pretty big downpour. And before we settle in for the night, I thought I'd go for a walk. It's absolutely beautiful out. Look at this. Yeah. Sadie is just having a ball. Oh, this is beautiful. And the highway is right behind me. That's actually Interstate 80. You know, and it's not that bad. I mean, I can hear it. Sound travels were more in damp air. I actually looked that up one time. I was having a conversation with somebody about the desert noise seeming, the highway seeming to be more noticeable in the morning and at night. And you know how, like, if you're on a boat and or somebody on a boat, or how you can hear people across a lake like they're right next to you, or on a boat like they're right next to you. So we started thinking that maybe it had something to do with moisture in the air. And I looked it up, and it does. So something about the water molecules carrying sound, something like that, or hold sound and carry them. So it is true that in damp weather, sound travels better. Yeah, bet you didn't know that. Maybe you did. I didn't, until I had a conversation and then looked it up. Or it might be one of those things that you're like, oh yeah, I've noticed that. Look how beautiful it. Oh, my screen is dirty. That's better. I cleaned the back screen, but I didn't clean the selfie screen. Oh my gosh, look at, oh shoot, just missed her. She was standing up on a rock. It was quite a pose. But I just don't want to turn off the camera. I just want to keep showing you this. The sun is setting. Look at that. Of course, it's my cell phone, and I'm not an expert, so I'm not going to be able to get the colors like I would like to. Look at this. Wow. Look at that. I'm going to have to take a still, I think, of that. love the dead trees out here. The contrast to everything. They just look at that. And see that rock over there with a hole in it? It's not a hole, but that's kind of interesting, huh? Look at this sky. There she is. There she is. I was not feeling like traveling much this year. And even when I got on the road to come here, I was kind of just like moving because I felt like I had to, not because I was excited about it. A little bit. You know, I drove through Cheyenne and I was kind of excited. But I gotta tell you, now that I'm here, it sure is nice to have a change of scenery and be in a different state, a new state for my RV life. I've been to Wyoming before, but never in my RV, I don't think. And feels good to have a change of scenery. And it's so pretty. So I look forward to getting up to the Grand Tetons. Look at this interesting indentation in this rock. Kind of weird, huh? Huh. It's like it could have been a native, you know, where they grind stuff in it, but then the rock tumbled on its side. That's really interesting, but that's probably what happened. It was probably filled with rock or something, or a rock or water, and then it got moved from its original location by glaciers or whatever. That's pretty cool. Look at I think these are aspens. I keep forgetting to look up if they're aspens or cottonwood, but I think they're aspens. There's my dog. I see flashes of her. This endless puppy energy. Come on, Sadie. Let's go. Come on. Good girl. You're such a good girl. Yeah, I just don't want to turn off the camera. I just want to wrap all this up and show you every detail. It's freaking beautiful. Oh, man. It's beautiful. Oh, but as I was saying, the highway noise actually doesn't bother me that much. I've gotten a lot less sensitive to noise the last couple of years. You know, the first year or two I was by myself so much, and I did go as remote as I could. I just heard somebody yell. And this year, with COVID, as you know, I've been having very hard time finding quiet, so it's not bothering me. Especially up by my rig. Sadie! Come on! Sadie! Let's go! There she is. You're such a good girl! One more shot.